you have your lens open. Hi. This is Duke. He's a Shepherd. What I want to show you is the very easiest way to shed X and undercoat him. Do it while he's in the tub. Always, you can save yourself all that hair flying around on mobile. It means a lot to me to avoid all that hair in my... Plus, this is just the best way to do it. So, I'm going to get him soaking wet. I'm on limited water supply, but I'm collecting it up down in my tub. And I'm going to use that with my recirculator to rinse him, which makes it a lot easier for me. So here, he's wet. Next thing I want to do is soap him up. I'm just using this is a plum whitening shampoo. I like it because it's good for the fur. I'm going to soak him up real good. It's a diluted soap, a diluted shampoo. I want to get it all over him. I don't want to waste it in the water because I don't want to do that. Hang on, Duke. I'm going to slide you this way a little bit, buddy. Duke's like, what are we doing, man? We're taping today? We are. We're filming. We want to show everybody how easy it is to do a shed X and an undercoat in the bathtub where we can catch all the fur, get all of our work done ahead of time for us. I'm going to get him soaped up underneath of his belly, on his sides. His arms are going to need everything too, but I'm going to do that in the end, and I'm not going to do it in the tub. As far as getting that hair off of him. There. Get his booty real good. So I'm going to soap him up really good so that I can clean his fur and drag the undercoat rake. Now I'll do it there. We'll get his head last. So I want to get him a little more soapier than that. I'm going to add a little bit more water. Just to soap Duke up. He's an old boy. He digs this. He sure does. So our recirculator is going to do some work for us too. But the biggest part of this is I want to show you how to shed X him and undercoat him while you've got him in a position where his hair can be contained. It's wet. Scoot on back a little, Duke. So this is a little uncomfortable for me because of the position that I'm in this particular mobile. Alright, there we go with that. We're all soaped up. The next thing I'm going to do is use an undercoat rake. You can do this with a comb too, but he's thick. And I'd rather get it done now. So let's just see what we can pull out of him. He's regular. I got him on every 8 weeks. And I would recommend you do that with all of your clients. Get them on a schedule to make it easier on everybody. And to keep his fur in quality condition for him. So I'm pulling this direction. That's what I'm getting out so far. Not a lot, but he's regular. I'm going to go on down this way with him. I want to pull up and down. I want to go forward and backward with him. This is pretty good for his skin because I'm dragging the soap through all these different hairs. It's really getting him clean. Like I said, this is a plum whitening shampoo, so it's real gentle to the skin. Here's more I'm getting out. I don't want to throw that in my recirculating tub. I'm tossing it there. Going back this way. Dragging it down. Let's go ahead and cover his tail while we're here. Right? We're just going to drag that brush through his tail too. That's what I'm getting out again. So you can see I'm getting plenty out this way. That is all fur that's going to have to come off anyway, right? But I'd rather it not be in my breathing air, which I have to wear masks often. So you can see how I'm just pulling it back and forth. And this is actually cleaning his fur at the same time. It's also pulling off all that dead skin underneath of this coat. The first time I groomed him, it took over 2 hours and it was mostly hair removal. So now that he's on a regular schedule, see, I'm getting more and more and more. So you get the idea here. That's all that I want you to do on this one, is just get the idea that you're pulling back and forth on that fur, getting as much of it off. He's getting clean at the same time, so you're really knocking out 2 jobs in one here. And if you're mobile, this is what you'll always want to do to save yourself that time, because this is going to cut everything I'm spending on him now all this time. It's going to cut my time in the end down, and also it's good for him. So this is just a pleasant wash for him. Be sure to get around that collar really good. Matter of fact, I'm going to take it off him for a second. I don't want to get any ideas though. Because here's where they keep a collar at all the time, right? And so you're going to have excessive hair loss here. You're also going to have it around these, any bend, all these bends. I'll get this last in the end. You're going to have it around his tush because he sits on it a lot. So this is all I'm doing, is pulling this back and forth. And that's strictly an undercoat rag because it's the easiest brush to use for him. So you get the idea here. I don't want to hold you up on this whole thing because I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and then we're going to come back and do a rinse on him. So I'm going to try to time this for you. But go ahead and cut that, Nelson, because I think they're getting the idea.